Good morning, beautiful people. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Hard to believe it's going to be super, super, super hot. Sitting here looking out, and I can see my beautiful hibiscus that's in full bloom. I think there's probably, I don't know, a dozen red blooms that are this big. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So, good morning. For those who don't know me, my name is Christine Lunceford, and I share kingdom wellness tips for all of you ladies that are at that age. And today, I want to talk to you about something that I think, and this is just my opinion, but I think more people need to do because I have been trying to find the stats, and I finally just reached out to the lab where my hair analysis came from to ask them their stats, and we will see what happens. When I was so sick in 2016, 17, that time frame, I kept getting wrong answers. You're getting older, nothing we can do, you're in normal range, and I encourage everybody to know your numbers. Blood work, I'm telling you, is great, and you need to know those numbers. So this is not a bash on blood work numbers. And my blood work was perfect because everything that was in my blood work or in my blood was great. The problem was it wasn't getting into my cells. So until I had a hair analysis done, I didn't know that that was broken. And if I had known that was broken, I could have supported and possibly not broke, which would be awesome. So a hair analysis, like I said, it's not, it's not perfect. Just like a blood work, it's not perfect. And it's a tool. And that's how it should be used, is a tool. So wellness journey, here's the thing. I've done the research for you. I have done decades of research. I have cried buckets of tears. And now I've built you a bridge. You got a little bit easier path. Now, a wellness journey is never an easy path. It's like walking uphill in a snowstorm or the blazing heat, either one, and feeling like you're not getting anywhere. And then all of a sudden you get to the top and you have this beautiful view because all of a sudden you feel better than you did. And you don't even realize it sometimes. So I want to encourage you to check it out. Check out what a hair analysis is. Now, I will say my insurance did not cover it. If you have a health savings account, that did cover it because it is health and you can go to a naturopath. You get to go to a practitioner that does that. I cannot give you a hair analysis. I can coach you through after you have a hair analysis, but I can't give you a hair analysis. So I have no benefit in that insuring. And it was huge. Huge pivotal moment. Because now I knew what was in my cells, and now I knew where I get to support my body and say, okay, this is the thing. Okay, I'm going to go on a tangent because this is in my head and apparently somebody needs to hear it. I always hear, I eat clean. Great. I'm very happy for you. And please understand that our food, unless you are growing all of your food, is lacking. We have depleted our soils because we have overdone everything. You're supposed to rest on the seventh day for your body. Did you know that it actually says in the Bible that you're supposed to let the ground rest every 7 years? Do we do that? Probably not. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that no planting should happen every 7 years. That's not what I'm saying. Rotate the crops. And again, I'm also not saying that you shouldn't plant anything. You shouldn't harvest it. You should let it all that nutrients go back into the soil. Okay, sorry. Tangent there. Um it has been proven repeatedly that our food is lacking and supplements are unfortunately going to be part of our world going forward. So, here's what I want to encourage you to do. Don't go, shotgun method and go walk into a health food store and go, okay, I feel tired. What should I take? Okay, well, maybe you should take caffeine, or maybe you should take, I don't know, vitamin B, or maybe you should take vitamin D, or maybe you should take E or K or J or whatever that person thinks that you need. That may not be what you need. So know your numbers. Know where your body is. Know what your body needs. Know where your body needs support. I am still learning mine. It is going to be a lifelong journey because it's going to change. I have had 6 hair analysis, and I know where my body is the most broken and gets the most support. And I also know once I get over that hill, on some of those, I may not need as much of the supplement, but I have to get over that hill before I can back off. I hope that makes sense because it's no different than if you have a food intolerance and you've eaten it and eaten it and eaten it and eaten it. Well, now that bucket is overflowing. So if you have just a little bit, that bucket's going to overflow and you're going to have a reaction. So for me, I'm going to use dairy as an example. I haven't eaten dairy in a long time. I don't know how long. And if I was to eat a piece of cheese, I would have a mild reaction because that bucket is empty. Now, if I chose to start eating dairy every single day, it wouldn't take very long. That bucket would be full and my reaction would be significant. So, learning your numbers and hair analysis is a tool that you can use. Know your numbers, not just your blood work. So I have learned, and this frustrates me, that many things that we think are diseases really aren't. What they are is a cluster of symptoms. So if you have this cluster of symptoms, you now get diagnosed. I will use myself as an example. My dad has tremors. I have tremors, or have had. If I do things wrong, they come back. I'm not cured. I'm not saying I'm cured. When I went to the neurologist, he said, I'm going to diagnose you with essential tremors. Okay, why? What are you basing it on? The little circles that I drew when I was there? The handwriting test that I did? I don't understand. And he said to me, because your dad has tremors and you have tremors. What? That's a diagnosis? Seriously? I could have told you that. That's kind of the whole point of me being here. And that was my diagnosis. And that is why my answer to doctors now is wrong answer. Let's go find out a root cause. Might take me a little longer, but they're not looking. I am. So, one of the tools that I have used is a hair analysis. Did not tell me about the tremors. That was a DNA test, and we'll talk about that a different day. But a hair analysis told me why I had memory issues, why I had extreme fatigue, why I would cry at a drop of a hat, why I had hot and cold flashes. That one hair analysis told me root cause so many symptoms. And I was like, really? You know, when you walk into a doctor, does the doctor ever take the report like this and go, this is bad? And I said, okay. He goes, no, you need to hear me. This is bad. And I said, okay. I was listening. I had an answer that I could take and I could do something about it. That hair analysis quite possibly saved my life, or at the very least, stopped me from having permanent damage. So when I tell you that that hair analysis was a turning point in my wellness, I am not exaggerating. It changed my life. Now, was it easy? Nope. Was it an uphill battle? Absolutely. Is it still an uphill battle? Not so much. Yes, I still walk the walk. It's still a journey, and it will always be a journey. And I encourage you to, at the very least, consider it. Now, if I have you intrigued, because I've kept you long enough today, I want to encourage you to hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, and get into the newsletter. It goes out once a week. I don't invade your inbox because I can't stand that, and I'm not going to do it. And book your hope conversation. I do 30-minute hope conversations. We talk about where you are, what you're doing, and I share with you tips and things that I have done. I also talk about where we can go forward if we're the right fit. And if we're not, it's okay. My hope is that you walk away with hope and understand that if you've been told there's nothing you can do, wrong answer. There is always something that you can do. At the very least, and this is not the least, you can pray for peace over where you are. And if you've been watching me, you probably can see that my head is starting to shake more. And that is going to be something I get to either figure out or find peace with and deal with it. It's really annoying. And I'm really hoping that I figure it out, because I hope that my head does not shake for the rest of my life. I love you. God loves you. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And don't forget to book your hope conversation. Till next time, have a great day.